that we have to take into account there is just like the disadvantage state that Bowser Jr. has is a really bad disadvantage state. But I mean, it's going to be really exciting to see how they do it. Oh wow, 7 juniors in PA. Nice. That means hopefully we'll see some more here in bracket. And as you said before, the Joker Bowser Jr. Matchup in particular, gonna be one we don't usually see, but I'm really excited to see how it goes.
Yep. I do imagine it's gonna be pretty. It's mostly gonna rely on these offstage interactions between the two of them. Bowser Jr. does have a lot of hitboxes that linger for a while, which can be used to recover, like, to punish a lot of Joker recovery attempts, but Joker also has a lot of really big hitboxes that can just outclass Bowser Jr.'s recovery attempts, having a generally linear in that sense recovery. Trying to do the same thing every time, side B, up B, side B, up B. Due to the fact that you also, if you get hit while you're in the Bowser, like, the Bowser Jr. or what's this one?
This is Roy.
Roy. Oh yeah, 2 Roys. But we're just gonna see a lot of like this middle game being played. Of course, Joker having a better punish game, and Bowser Jr. can definitely struggle with these approaching options. That should be the stock. Yeah, great parry. That is not a particularly safe move on shield. Just gonna have to run up smash at that point.
Indeed, and I'm really liking so far how that whole first stock was just PokeFanz putting Sweshi off stage either via a throw or a set of moves, and then just waiting for him to use side special to pretty much take him out. And oh my goodness, Arsene and Joker taking that second stock like it was nothing. My goodness, we saw that stock go way too by.
Yeah, and you see right there the lingering hitbox coming out for Bowser Jr. being able to catch Joker's tether recovery there. And taking the stock before, it could have lived for a little bit longer, honestly. But before it got too bad, being able to take out that stock.
Yeah, and so far it looks like Sweshi was able to get something going. However, Arsene is out. That's going to be a lot of trouble. We see a double side special into up special with the hammer hit. And oh no, you're off stage. You are going to get hit with the backer, but you're still alive. He's got to figure out a great way to make it back onto stage. He does! I did not expect to see that.
You're having to go really low for that one. If you recover high, you're going to get hit by a Joker back here. That time, you just have to pray PokeFanz messes up their timing on down here. And working out there, or it still shouldn't. Oh, no, it does take it. And this is...
When you're at this high percent, that will definitely take it.
Okay, there were a lot of things that could have happened there, because there's no way that just, like, straight up killed. I think they may have just not held the right direction coming back. They could have side beat in the blast zone because that pushes your momentum back. Phantom messes up there off timing on down here. Just in working out maybe even no, actually it does take what's called blew up. And this is
that will definitely take it.
Huh.
It looks like it wasn't there either wasn't any DI or it was just poor DI.
Yeah. We are running it back to the Wendy.
We're going to Wendy's. We're getting this Frosty with game number 2 here at PS2. And so far, pretty even between both players. However, Sweshi is going to need to figure out a way to really approach PokeFanz, because PokeFanz has a rock-solid defensive strategy here just by keeping Sweshi off stage. So Sweshi just has to figure out like how to keep on stage and just set up any potential traps that they can get going.
Great catch! PokeFanz jumping out of that disadvantage state. So she's saying this was for you. Just getting that upbeat catch.
Yeah, I definitely did not expect that at all. And here we are so far. PokeFanz looking for some sort of way to get Sweshi off stage. Was able to get it, but Sweshi making it back. And now just racking up percent. It looks like we're going to be seeing Arsene here real soon with one more hit potentially. But looks like not able to get it out just yet. And there he is, Arsene back out once again. And Sweshi looking to keep this percent going up.
And if you're Sweshi, this is actually you're happy you're able to get Arsene out now, because there's a good chance, even if you lose the stock right now, he's not going to be able to get another one, most likely, unless he's able to build up with the down beat However, that should be another stock. This is a really nice lead.
Oh yeah, this is a fantastic lead coming in from Sweshi so far. A complete change in gameplay from the previous game here. And now we're seeing Sweshi setting up the traps into potential confirms with like back air or forward air, which you rack up a lot of percent. And that killed a 3-stock coming in from Sweshi here, game 2. What a turnaround from the last game.
Able to snowball off that first stock. And PokeFanz actually just kind of looked lost. That time they were able to pray. In the first stock, they were going up there, timing on a nice advantage down here. They let Sweshi play the game for working out there. Second, it actually cost them. No, it does take it.
Indeed, and right now that will definitely take it. Is probably going to continue doing what they did before, except now you have to change up your strategy a little bit. You can't completely rely on Arsene like you have previously. Of course, we've seen PokeFanz not necessarily rely on Arsene, of course, but I mean, that first game where it was all Arsene that did the whole pretty much 0 to death in game 1, we can't really guarantee that here on this last game. So we just have to see how PokeFanz is going to be able to take into account this sort of pressure that Sweshi put in last game.
Yeah, we're going to see the Iggy come out, so we're getting another skin change. But PokeFanz staying on the same... There's like an actual reference. I don't play Persona, so, but I know that white skin is a reference.
Yeah, it's a reference to his sort of counterpart, Akeshi.
Okay. But this, once again, Sweshi's able to build up this strong start of the lead, and Arsene is going to be out now, but you're building up a nice little damage to get rid of that meter, and this, having any sort of advantage from the Joker is very huge. But shouldn't lose stock now, but how do you recover now? That back there is not going to take it, but you have to recover low and you're able to make it back.
I'm really surprised that PokeFanz didn't decide to go off stage and use neutral special down gun to basically use him to be able to come back at all. Because once Bowser Jr. uses up special, they're hit by anything, they're pretty much dead.
Great shield, that able to get full percent just off those 2 hits alone, and especially trying to punish with an up smash and take lose stock for it, but getting it right back. And we're back to the game.
Absolutely, it's really nice to see that we're playing this pretty even so far between both players. It's like we're seeing a story here, how the previous game PokeFanz was doing all of the mollywopping, and then next game it was Sweshi who was doing all the momentum and the pressure, and now both players are giving it to each other at the same time, so it's gone full circle at this point.
The adaptation here from both players. How do you get back? I'm not gonna get the spike hitbox here, but that was charged too. That definitely would have taken that stock.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought it would have too, but it looks like it just wasn't enough of a, what do you want to call it, offstage move. I don't even know. I'm gonna move on from there.
Great forward throw. How are you getting back? These come what's it called? Attempts to come back from the ledge have been working really well for Sweshi. Able to get around a lot of PokeFanz options just by playing the aggressor here, which was what was costing him honestly that first game. See now, but PokeFanz being a little bit more defensive, which was working out, definitely working out now. He seemed to have lost sight of that in that last game. It's allowing Sweshi to play a bit more aggressive, well, play a bit more defensive and punish him for that.
Yeah, and I've noticed something previously where once the Mecha Koopa comes out, PokeFanz really likes to make sure that they're aware, okay, where exactly is this Mecha Koopa at, and how can I move around it to approach my opponent in a much safer way? And they were able to do that so well, and we just saw that here. And now it looks like PokeFanz is potentially going to take this, but it's not out for the count yet because the back air coming in from Sweshi taking that stock, and now both players are on the last stock here for the set.
Yeah, and this is so much damage being racked up for PokeFanz right now. You don't even have Arsene out yet. Sweshi has to make a huge play. Honestly, they have to pull off one of the best 0 to deaths, because if you're gonna hit him a lot, and he is gonna get Arsene. That's just how the character works. But if you can't finish him off, you're just giving the big red scary man more damage for you to take for him to kill you off of.
Right, and here we see Arsene once again is out into play, and when you're at 141% off stage like Sweshi right now, you're going to be pretty much dead. However, was able to make it back onto stage, looking for an opening here, was able to get it through neutral air, and there is the counter that won't take the stock yet. My goodness, it was such great DI coming out of Sweshi. And now Sweshi looking for a way to approach that is able to be safe and was able to get it with neutral air. And there's the forward smash. Isn't going to kill. It will.
What a comeback. Keeping composure. You see, at the ledge, not at all nervous to mix up how he's recovering. Going for a lot of options that kept him at the edge. Oh, you're going to get hit by a Joker back. And that time you just have to catch him with an S smash there to take the set.
Absolutely, and just like how you said, the patience coming in from Sweshi here to keep himself like
that time you just
pretty
have
much
to
calm throughout the entire last stock there to bring the comeback. Very impressive coming in from Sweshi. Now moving on to winners round 3. We'll still be seeing more of PokeFanz and their Joker in the losers bracket.
Yeah. However, before we do move on to those next rounds, looks like we do have some